For all of the Google Ads campaigns I've launched for service based businesses in a ton of different industries, the one thing I've noticed time and time again is that one ad group will get most of the spend inside that campaign. And in today's video, we're going to walk you through how to fix any mistakes with your ad group structure after launch and how to confirm your structure still makes sense from when you set it up. So what you want to do is go to campaigns and then to ad groups to see the full list of ad groups that you're running inside your campaign and order your ad groups in terms of which has gotten the most clicks. Now you'll see here in this campaign that we're running a lot of ad groups that have gotten a lot of traffic, but it would be more typical for brand new campaigns with less data to have one or two core ad groups that seem to be getting more traffic than any of the others, even if you have 10 or even 20 or more ad groups inside your campaign. But the first thing you want to do for the ad groups that you're running that have gotten the most clicks and spent the most budget is check these two metrics here first of all. So the number of conversions and cost per conversion, or also even conversion rate, which we have over here as well. And this is the quickest way to determine if an ad group is performing well or draining your budget. So if you have a low cost per conversion and a high conversion rate, then you can leave that ad group for the time being, even if it's the one ad group that's spending nearly all your budget. But let's just say this ad group here had spent most of our budget and had a high cost per conversion and a low conversion rate. What we would do first of all is actually go through the keywords that this ad group is running, and again, we're going to go and look at the keywords of the ad group that has gotten the most clicks and simply follow the same process again of looking at how many conversions, the cost per conversion, and the conversion rate of that keyword actually is. Because if you see that one of your keywords is getting a lot of clicks but no conversions, then it might not be an issue with the ad group itself, but one of the keywords is draining the budget and the ad group might actually perform a lot better without that keyword. And you'd follow the exact same process with the actual ad copy of that ad group as well. So you can see here in this example, we were actually running 3 ads in each ad group, but we're currently just running the one ad. But what you would do if you have multiple ads in each ad group is see if there's an ad in that ad group that's getting a lot of clicks but no conversions. And you should see quite early on inside the campaign lifecycle that there's a clear winner in terms of the ad that's the best ad in each campaign. And what you want to do then is once you realize which is the winning ad, you can do an A/B test of that ad where you'd duplicate the winning ad, pause the losing ads, and continue trying to beat the previous CTR, but more importantly, the conversion rate of that previous winning ad. And what I'd also recommend doing as well, if the main ad group that you're running is a big spender but it's not performing well, and if you were to just pause the ad group completely, then your whole campaign would struggle to spend because this is where the majority of the search volume is coming from. If that's the case, then what I'd do instead is actually just go through the keywords of the ad group and see if those keywords could potentially be split out into extra new ad groups with more relevant ads and landing pages. So let's just take this roof repair ad group here, for example. We have roof repair keywords, but we also have roof maintenance keywords. Now, in this case, the roof maintenance keywords are considered quite similar to roof repair and are performing really well in this case, which is why we wouldn't have split it up into a separate ad group. But if we saw that those keywords weren't converting well, then it would make sense to make a new ad group for roof maintenance where the ad copy says roof maintenance and the landing page is also specific to roof maintenance rather than roof repair. Because the more relevant your ad copy and your landing pages are to your keywords, the higher your conversion rate is likely to be and the lower your cost per conversion along with that. And what I'd also recommend doing is when you're looking at the ad copy of each ad group, for example, in this case, the ad copy is specific to roof repair, what you want to do is make sure then that your actual search terms are relevant to roof repair as well. Because if you're getting clicks on your roof repair ad that aren't relevant to roof repair, then the chances are that there aren't going to be many conversions from that. So what I'd recommend doing under insights and reports is looking at the search terms of that specific ad group that's spending a lot of budget and making sure that all of these search terms here that are getting the most impressions and clicks are also relevant, and if not, that they're added as negatives so that you don't continue wasting budget on irrelevant search terms that weren't ever going to convert. And if you are seeing a lot of irrelevant search terms in the search terms report, then it's likely a telltale sign that you should either split that ad group up into more relevant ad groups, or if the search volume is there, then just use exact match keywords, which will really help make sure that at least the vast majority of your search terms are going to be relevant, and you're not going to need to worry as much about getting a lot of clicks from irrelevant search terms in the first place. And it is much more so early on inside the campaign lifecycle that you're only going to have to pay attention to one or two core ad groups that seem to be getting most of the traffic, spending most of the budget. But the longer you're running your campaign, you'll notice that more of your ad groups also start spending a lot of budget. And when you start seeing a significant amount of clicks in each ad group, that's when you want to pay more attention to those as well, and looking at the individual keywords and ads in each ad group and identifying areas where budget is being wasted, because in some cases you might need to pause an ad group if the overall ad group just isn't working. But a lot of the time, simply identifying the winning ad in each ad group and the best keywords in each ad group is the best way to be able to keep that ad group running without having to pause it entirely. So I hope this video helped and gave you clarity on exactly what to look out for with your ad group structure once your campaign goes live, to minimize the amount of budget that could possibly be wasted early on. And if you do have any questions about ad group structure or anything else related to Google Ads as a whole, feel free to leave a comment down below. Or if you are a service-based business looking to have all of this done and implemented for you, feel free to have a look at the link in the description. Or if you are running your own Google Ads campaigns or running ads for other service-based businesses, feel free to have a look at the other videos that should appear on the screen now that walks you through all the steps that go into running a successful Google Ads campaign from start to finish.